all right. What's up? What's good? What's going on? Welcome to the War Zone once again. Here we are with UFC London. Curtis Blaydes versus Tom Aspinall. So what we're going to do is some predictions and breakdowns of the full card. And we're going to start from the early prelims and we're going to work our way all the way up to the main card. So, without further ado, let's get it. First up, in the men's welterweight division, we have Claudio Silva against Nicolas Dalby. So, Claudio Silva, he's on a 2-fight losing streak right now. He's got real heavy hands, but he really uses his hands to try to set up his takedowns. Can be very reckless at times. Suspect cardio, tends to gas as the fight goes along. Now, Nicolas Dalby, he's got power. This guy's got a karate kung fu style. He's a hittable guy, but I think that he overall has enough to edge this one out because of his striking. So I'm going to go with, this is a tough match, man, but I'm going to go with Nicolas Dalby to pull it out, man, and I think he does it by split decision. Next up in the women's flyweight division, we've got Mandy Bohm against Victoria Leonardo. So let's take a look at Mandy Bohm. This girl's a solid striker. She's got grappling, takedown defense. I think she's the better overall fighter here. Victoria Leonardo, she's a pressure fighter. She's looking to take you down in ground and pound. She has fought the better opposition. However, I gotta go with Mandy Bohm in this one, man. This is, you know what? This right here is a pick'em. I would stay away from this fight, betting wise, but I'm gonna go with Mandy Bohm, man, to pull it off in this one, man, by a decision. All right, next up in the men's lightweight division, we've got Jai Herbert against Kyle Nelson. All right, Jai Herbert. This guy's been on a layoff. This here is a toss-up fight, man. You know, you probably want to stay away from this one as well if you're trying to bet. I love the footwork of Jai Herbert. He did suffer a KO in his last fight, but I mean, I love this guy's striking. I love his energy. I love his movement in the ring. Kyle Nelson is he's a striker. He has decent power, and he has decent wrestling. But I think Jai Herbert does enough, man, and wins 2 rounds out of 3 to win this by his striking. And I think he will be able to at least keep this fight on the feet. So I got Jai Herbert by decision in this one. Close decision. All right. Next up, in the men's flyweight division, we've got Muhammad Mokaev against Charles Johnson. Oh, man, this right here, people, you're in for a treat with this one. This one here, I believe, is going to be a war. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Muhammad Mokaev is a top prospect. He's undefeated. He's a Dagestani wrestler with sambo, decent striking. Now Charles Johnson is the former LFA champion, man. This is his UFC debut. This guy is well-rounded. He can strike. He can grapple. He's got PJJ. He's got relentless pressure. Very unpredictable. Very explosive. These guys have been talking mad trash back and forth to each other, man, leading up to this fight. So we know we're going to get a battle royale between these two. But wow, it's a toss-up, man. It's going to be a war, man. You guys you guys take a pick, man. But I think Mokaev, man, with his high-level grappling, man, may have the edge in this one. But I really don't know, man, because the champ is a problem. So I'm going to leave it up to you, man. But I give a slight edge to Mokaev. But, dude, let me just say, man, Charles Johnson is a live dog in this one. So just remember that I said that. He's a live dog. Next up, in the men's featherweight division, we've got Makwan, Amirkhani against Jonathan Pearce. So, Makwan, Amirkhani, top this guy right here is good wrestling, man. Very durable. He does slow down as the fight goes on, man. I think he's first rounder bust. Amirkhani is. Now he's 2-3 in his last 5 fights. Now Jonathan Pearce is on a 3-fight win streak. This guy can wrestle. He's got a great pace. He's got BJJ, ground and pound. And I think he gets it done. I think Jonathan Pearce gets this fight done. I think he wins. And I think he wins 2-1 against Amirkhani. So that's my pick, Jonathan Pearce. All right. Next up, we have Nathaniel Wood against Charlie Rosa. Wow, man. This is going to be another really good bout, man. Nathaniel Wood, he's a striker. He has power. He loves it to fight dirty on the inside. He can grapple. He throws big volume. He can finish you on the ground. I just think, excuse me, that I think that his takedown defense, man, and he's just he strikes better. He's a better striker. Charles Rosa is going to be looking to grapple in this one, man. He's got the height advantage. He's a good grappler. Suspect takedown defense. But his BJJ is awesome. So striking. And the thing is, he can be controlled on the ground once taken down. So I'm going to give the edge to Nathaniel Wood, man. I think Nathaniel Wood, man, grinds it out, man. He pulls this one out, man, in a decision win over Charlie Rosa. So I got Nathaniel Wynn, man, to pull it out, man, by the decision, 29-28. All right, next up in the men's lightweight division, we have Marc Diakiese against Damir Hadžović. Wow, this is a really good fight here as well. Marc Diakiese is a good parlay to take, I believe. Kickboxer who can wrestle. This guy had 11 takedowns in his last fight, man. I was just like so surprised that he switched it up. He's got power, he's got kicks. He is a better striker. Now Damir Hadžović is suspect striker. He's going to be looking to take this fight to the ground and get in some ground and pound, man, and win ugly on the ground. Now, I think that Marc Diakiese's wrestling, man, has improved so much. I think that he'll be able to keep this fight for the most part on the feet and outstrike Hadžović. And I mean, Marc Diakiese, he's going to do more. You know, he's going to kick, he's going to strike, he's going to do spinning attacks. I got to go with Marc Diakiese in this one, man, to pull it out by decision. And I say he wins the first 2 rounds, and he probably, the last round's probably pretty close. But Marc Diakiese by decision. Next up in the men's light heavyweight division, we've got Paul Craig against Volkan Oezdemir. This right here, man, is really tough. We got Paul Craig, man, who's a veteran of the game, man. He's been around the block a few times. He can grapple, dangerous ground game, very tough, durable, suspect striker, though. He's not that good of a striker. Volkan Oezdemir, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Good boxer, though. Decent power, suspect takedowns. But he has decent takedown defense. And I just think he will win the fight on the feet, man, against Paul Craig. Paul Craig doesn't throw much on the feet. He's just looking to really take this fight to the ground. I think Oezdemir can defend some takedowns, man, and for the most part, outstrike Paul Craig on the feet. I think he gets a decision win here, so I'm going to go with Volkan Oezdemir. All right, next up in the women's flyweight division, we've got Molly McCann, Meatball Molly, against Hannah Goldy. All right, so Molly McCann, man, coming off a great win, her last outing, with a spinning back elbow. She's a very good pressure fighter, very aggressive. She can strike. She's tough, gritty. I think the grappling pretty even here. She's got good hands. She's got cardio. I think, and she's fighting on her home turf, man, which is really tough, man. It's really tough to win, against a fighter like Molly on her home turf. Hannah Goldy's very strong, very physical, yet I feel like she should be more physical in her fights. She's a come-forward fighter, throws a lot of volume. She does have cardio as well, so we're going to be in for a treat with this one. This one's going to be a war, I believe, but I think Molly McCann pulls it out at home in front of her crowd. So I'm going to go with Molly McCann to pull out the decision victory in this one. Next up, men's light heavyweight division. We have Nikita Krylov against Alexander Gustafsson. Wow, man. We got a real vet in here, man, in Alexander Gustafsson. Okay. Nikita Krylov, suspect. He's just suspect fighter to me, man. He's got a great chin, though. He's definitely not a better fighter on paper. However, Alexander Gustafsson, we all know, man, is a veteran, man. This guy was a top 5 lightweight at one time, man. We all know him for his 2 2 fights against John Jones. One of them were very, very close. A lot of people thought it could have went the other way. Top level in his prime. He can strike. He's got power. Takedown defense. Right now, he's definitely the bigger fighter with the reach advantage. Taller fighter with the reach advantage. And I believe, but he's been on a 2-year layoff, and he was on a 3-fight losing streak. However, man, this is a tough one to pick, man. Nikita Krylov, he if Gustafsson comes in looking terrible, I don't know. Is he coming in to get his check? Has he been training really for this fight? Does he really want this fight, or is this his last fight? I don't know how to trust it, man. I'm leaning towards Gustafsson, but man, I really don't know how to trust him, man. So I think Nikita Krylov. This is definitely a pick 'em, but I'm gonna give the edge to Nikita Krylov in this one, man. And don't get me wrong, I want to go with Alexander Gustafsson, man, so bad, but I just don't know what I'm gonna be getting from him in this bout. So I'm gonna take Krylov with the decision win. All right, next up, we've got Paddy Pimblett against Jordan Leavitt. Wow. So, Paddy Pimblett. This guy is very strong, powerful, pressure fighter. He's fighting on his home. He's got home field advantage in this one. He's on a 4-fight stoppage streak. He throws volume. He is a top prospect, but he's got a lot of room for improvement, and I feel like he's not really fighting the top level fighters. I believe they're really just grooming this guy, man, and trying to move him along slowly because, sort of like a Sean O'Malley situation. But he shows signs that, that he's going to be a decent fighter for the UFC. Jordan Leavitt, low volume fighter, underrated grappling. This guy can grapple. Can he take Paddy Pimblett down? Yes, I believe he can. And I think if he does, I think it's going to be a long night for Paddy Pimblett. But because of the striking, I believe, differential in this one, man. Definitely, I'm gonna go with Paddy Pimblett as a lock. For all you people out there looking to bet on this, man, Paddy Pimblett is definitely a lock on this one. I think that at some point, man, he catches Jordan Leavitt. Even though Jordan Leavitt is very tough and durable, I think he catches him in the second round. I'm going with Paddy Pimblett by TKO in the second round in this one. But I wouldn't be surprised if I seen this fight go to the distance. So, Paddy Pimblett, TKO, second round. Next up in the men's middleweight division, we have Jack Hermansson versus Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis is coming back on short notice. He is naturally a welterweight. Jack Hermansson is naturally a middleweight. I don't know how this. Jack Hermansson, this is a tough fight for Chris Curtis, I believe. Jack Hermansson, grappler, dangerous on the ground, but he's not the same fighter he used to be. I think the key to win is takedowns in this fight. He's going to have to take Chris Curtis down and control him, and as we all know, Chris Curtis has very good takedown defense. He's not easily, it's not easy to control him on the ground, but will the weight difference be a factor in this? I'm not sure. I know Curtis has having this quick turnaround. These guys got power, nice, short, powerful punches, man. 100% takedown defense. And he's been more aggressive in his latest fights, man. This guy is gaining confidence. Even though this is a short notice fight, I love his hands. I love the way he's picking up the pace. And I think, I don't know, is he going to have respect for Jack Hermansson? Absolutely. But is he going to continue to be aggressive, and fight his fight? So we'll see. But I'm giving the edge to Chris Curtis, man. Even though, man, Jack Hermansson can truly win this fight, I don't know, man. I got to go with Chris Curtis. It's going to be close, but this fight could go either way. So take your pick. Here we are with the main event of the evening. We have Curtis Blaydes against Tom Aspinall in the men's heavyweight division. 5 rounds for the main event. Curtis Blaydes is a wrestler, decent striker. This guy's got takedowns, smooth double leg takedowns, power, relentless on his takedown attempts. And the thing is, he's gonna have to take this fight to the ground, I believe, to actually win. Tom Aspinall hasn't lost a fight since 2016. This guy's got power. He's got decent wrestling. But he is not on the level of wrestling as a Curtis Blaydes. He has takedown defense at 100% as well, Aspinall does. But he is the better striker. He's got boxing. He has trained with Tyson Fury. He's got submission. He's got 100% finish rate in the UFC. I like his boxing. But he's going to have to be on his A game with his takedown defense to win. I think Curtis Blaydes does get him to the ground in this fight several times. However, and I think Curtis Blaydes can hold his own, man, on his feet. So I don't know. Is Tom Aspinall going to be able to do enough to win this fight? Another toss-up, man. I'm going to say a pick-em, man. Me personally, man, I think Blaydes can win this fight, but I think I'm giving the edge to Tom Aspinall. I'm gonna give it to Tom Aspinall. I think he survives the takedowns in this fight, and as the fight goes on, I think Tom Aspinall catches up to Curtis Blaydes and lands more significant shots. Only because I think he's more accurate. So I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall by decision. A lot of people are going with Blaydes, so just keep that in mind. But that's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for notifications. And peace and blessings to all. And with that, I'm out.